All right, what's up, guys? How are you doing today? I appreciate everybody, stopping by. I think there's like 6 people here so far. So, as soon as you get in here, hit the like button. You know, that's really what helps out the channel, helps out growth, helps out the continuation of these live streams here. But let's talk about stuff, right? So we'll give people a couple of minutes to get in here, and then we'll dive into whatever we have. But good morning to everybody. Good morning, Jason. Thank you for being here as well. I appreciate it. Let's see what's happening in crypto. Bitcoin spot ETF approval could add 1 trillion to crypto market cap. 1 trillion to the crypto market cap is what it says. We'll definitely go into, like I said, a bunch of articles here. So it seems like that's where a lot of the everyone's heads are, is around the ETF or ETFs. I feel like that's where everybody is right now. Whether it's going to happen or whether they're going to be approved a lot sooner than they say, or if it's going to be, exactly on schedule for approval. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, which I think you have had a chance, hit the like button. We got 3 likes. We got 13 people here. So just continue to smash that like button. Where's my stream platform? For some reason, whoever's viewing on Twitch, thank you. I apologize for anybody that may be trying to go on Kick as well, because I know Kick is a good platform. I have no ability to update that. I don't know why it's not working, but it's just not. Peter Sutton, thank you for being here. Or Peter, I always read the whole thing. But Peter, thank you for being here. Good evening. I guess it's evening for you. But good morning for anybody else it is the morning for, because it is early morning for me. Well, 6:30 a.m. A little bit late today, as last night I was finishing carving my pumpkin, which sounds like it may be a euphemism for something, but it's not. I was actually carving my pumpkin. There's clarity drives crypto industry growth. Okay. I'm carving out mine tonight with my kid. Yeah, we had so Harper drew hers and I helped her carve hers out. but she couldn't really figure out actually carving it, so I had to help her. But we have her pumpkin that's carved out, and I have mine that's carved out. Erica still hasn't done hers. Hayden is not carving out one, so she just painted it, which Harper also painted one, but this is her first year actually like trying to carve one or creating like she can draw. So now she's like drawing different things, which I mean the pumpkin face that she created was pretty adorable. It's got 2 teeth. It's got the 1 tooth up top, 1 tooth down at the bottom. And looks like a little kid. Hey Matt, I'm watching from the Philippines. What's your prediction of Shib in 2024? You're saying 0.006 to 0.002 or 0.0006 to 0.002. So you think it's going to be 20% of a penny. The issue that we deal with is the amount that needs to be burned for Shiba Inu. So it's tough to say that we can get up to those levels without seeing the burning actually happen. But getting up to all-time highs, if we are going to see the bull run like we believe we're going to see, because honestly, just like 2023, anything could happen. The SEC could double down on attacking crypto, and they could do everything in their power to try and just destroy the whole thing. But if we see the bull run like we're supposed to, I believe 2024 will be great for Shiba Inu, seeing it at some of the levels that we expected it to get to, right? Or expected it to be at least hover at for a long time before it does explode. So I'm expecting, us to see, that drop zero and then, doubling from there and get up to kind of a comfortable state to where it is, 0.00003. And then, push up to 4, push up to 5, push up to all-time highs that it has been to. And it really all depends on what we have new that's coming on to see whether we are going to see those levels. Because the crazy thing is, I know a lot of people have mentioned that certain positions just will not have the same impact as some of these other like top tier positions. But when we look at Shiba Inu, it is a top tier position when it comes to market cap. We look at Dogecoin, it is a top tier position when it comes to market cap. The issue is that it just doesn't have any type of use. And, without that use, it kind of only goes to a certain place in people's heads. So it'll only, like, instead of getting all the way to the end of the street, like, it'll stop at all the stop signs. And then now, or at some point, it's at a red light and it just doesn't go through that red light. So, like, it depends. We need to see these burns and something implemented with to create burns. But the issue is that the team that everybody has followed has done nothing for Shiba Inu. So if they've done absolutely nothing for Shiba Inu, there's no burns, there's no utility, there's no reason to even be excited for what they create. But we kind of have to be, because that's the only team that's creating anything, even around Shiba Inu, and giving us any type of hope. I don't like them at all, because they basically have promises that aren't really met. So I don't really like them at all, but you have to understand that they are the only ones that's creating around Shiba Inu. Even though it's not directly affecting Shiba Inu at all, they are the only ones creating around it. So if we didn't have that, we would literally just have the popularity based on word of mouth, which might not be horrible, right? Because if they weren't creating, every single person that was in the community was also looking to support it in a larger way and creating for Shiba Inu. We had different businesses. You had what is that? I can't even think of the name now. The music company. I cannot think of the name. We had that company, we had the coffee company, we had games, we had YouTube channels, we had everything that was looking to burn and looking to support Shiba Inu. And then when they kind of disowned those things, they kind of fell off. And people also disowned them and said, no, Satoshi's creating this. And, this person's creating, this person's backing that. And bigger entertainment. There we go. Thank you. So we had all these different things that we created and all the things that they said they were going to create and they just never followed through with. Guys, if you have a chance, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. It does help out the channel. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and what am I doing here? Oh, my credit card YouTube channel. I'm actually very hungry. Yeah, so if you're not subscribed to my credit card YouTube channel, feel free to go and subscribe to that. I pinned the channel in the chat. I believe it takes me directly there, but I want to make sure because sometimes the links don't actually work. But yeah, this is my credit card YouTube channel, Perry CC, which we've been uploading a decent amount of videos. You can see here that some videos are getting like 600, 700 views. Some you see, in the 100 to 200 range, 300 range, but then you have some that are in, like I said, 700, 800, or even 1,000, views. So feel free to go and support that channel to the max. I'm going to skip this ad that we have here. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. Where do you think Shib price will be in the next bull run? So I just talked about that, but I think as we look at the max next bull run, it depends on so many different things. It depends on whether we see burns. It depends on whether we see continuation of literally the most popular cryptocurrency that's out there. So there's so many like variables that go into it, but mainly if we're looking for those higher tier prices, those upper tier, like, dropping 2 zeros rather than one, I would say, you need to, that's where, you don't really know what's going to happen. But if I was just assuming that there were no burns and we were just going to see a price increase, I could see Shiba Inu with how popular it is, how many people are there, and how many people are added as the bull run does take place. And as we see more of a push, I could imagine that we don't only hit all-time highs, but we push to 0.00015, or even 0.0002. So somewhere in between that range, where we see a 50 to $100 billion market cap for literally one of the most popular, if not the most popular cryptocurrency projects that are out there, even though it doesn't really have any type of use case, any type of build behind it. That's where I see that going without any type of burns. However, if we have burns, it gets a lot more aggressive. I've been racking my brains with your proposal and cost. Someone may know the answer. Does a signaling proposal in the Commonwealth cost Lunic tokens? I'm not quite sure. That way you can gauge interest in your proposal. The issue is that from what I hear, people within the that are in the upper decision making seats don't like me very much. They think that what I talk about when I talk about burns and how simple the process is, that I'm dumb. And the reason being is because it is a simple process and they want to make it seem like it's a complicated process so that they can rule everything. But it's not complicated. It's as simple as it should be. And CZ understands that. And if CZ understands that, who has more knowledge about the crypto market? People that technically like just try and take over a certain project, or somebody that runs a billion or trillion dollar cryptocurrency platform. Eventually that's what it's going to be, because once cryptocurrency reaches a $10 billion market cap, Binance having majority of the volume and movement, obviously they're going to be worth a hell of a lot more, as we see, trillions of dollars, worth of a market cap for cryptocurrency. But these people that are taking over leadership in any way that they can want to make it seem like it's very difficult. Want to make it seem like it's the most it's a problem child, and we need to find a way to fix it, or discipline, or whatever they're looking to do with the community. But it's very simple. Burn down both Terra Luna Classic and USTC. Find the best ways to do that. Then we can get into that conversation of repegging and all of that. But with everything that they're trying to do, they're trying to make things just super difficult on everybody. But I hear that they don't like me. So even though I put in any type of proposal, it's going to be shot down. I want to produce that proposal. And I know that if I produce the proposal and put it up there, we will have a lot of people put money forth, or put Lunic forth, in order to get that, kind of out there for people to vote on. However, I don't want anybody to just lose their money, because if these people don't like me, even in the validatorship that's out there, then they're just going to, as people with, single digit percentages in the voting power, or double digit percentages in the voting power, if they don't like me, they just no with veto and take all the money away. Then nobody decides to do it. I love the channel, or I love the credit card channel, but it doesn't carry over to Canadians, but still entertaining and informative. Are there, what credit? I probably can't get any of that detail over here as to what you can offer, or what you can get, but I've seen different credit cards that are out there, and I've reviewed, like, say, the top black cards, and there are black cards from other countries that, I can't get as an American. And even if I was over there, I still would not be able to get the credit cards, because, they only have like 100 that they offer out there. But still, I have reviewed some credit cards from other countries. I would love to be able to do that and have a full setup on different countries. But then again, it would be pushed to a lot of those other countries. And right now, it wouldn't be pushed to my own country, which means that's where a majority of the subscribers are. So I want to find the best way to do that. And if I get to a certain point where, you can make credit card videos, or certain videos that apply to different countries, that would be great. But thank you for saying that you love the credit card channel. I appreciate that. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe to it, if you're new here, the 36 people that are watching, first of all, hit the like button. That would be great. Second of all, check out the credit card channel, because it is something that I feel like I spend a good amount of time in. I just applied for a new card, and I'm putting up that video later today at 5 o'clock. And I'm excited about it, because it's my first of that company. Harper better not be awake. It is 6:50. I mean, technically she goes to school, but she has like an hour and some change. Where's that? That's not Erica. Oh, it's Hayden. Is that Hayden? How is she awake? Did she turn on the light? Oh, okay. Erica got her up. We're fine. Um, if you, oh, sorry, if you would guess. Hey, Matt, do you drink coffee? I don't drink coffee. No, I don't like coffee. I drank it one time, maybe twice. The closest I got is like cappuccino. I need it like really like milked down. I guess that's the way I want to put it. What are your thoughts on the ETH whales holding SHIB? So I don't know what as to what extent they are. There will be whales everywhere. I'm a big fan. Or sorry, I feel like when you think about Ethereum whales holding SHIB and moving SHIB, a lot of times these whales are looking for smaller gains than we are looking for. The whales aren't really looking to be a major part of what this ends up being in the end. They're looking to just profit in the end. But you'll see whales come, you'll see whales go, and you see whales come and you'll see whales go, and they'll pull out millions of dollars worth and put in millions of dollars worth. It's going to be um, a standard process for every single cryptocurrency to see that. So I don't really have any major opinion on ETH whales. I feel as though you'll see that in any project. But to see, I guess, majority of ETH whales buying up SHIB, they see a short-term opportunity in that position, and maybe even a long-term opportunity depending on how they gain profit and if they gain profit. Let me move this chat because for some reason it's pissing me off. I don't know why it does that. Like, why if the chat is pulled out, then it shouldn't leave a space for the chat. You know what I mean? Is that does that make sense? It should make sense. Let's see. Where was I at? Matt, can SHIB reach point 0.00012 in the next bull run? So I would assume so. I would assume that it's going to reach point 0.000 between point 0.000 and 2, right? That's where I'm looking that it's going to reach for some of these high points without burning, because you're looking at a 60 $1 billion market cap up to $120 billion market cap. Like I feel like those ranges, where that is, I feel like it could get there. And again, this is all my opinion. We have a top 10 ETH whale holding SHIB in USD value. What's your thoughts on this? Again, I really don't have any major thoughts. Matt, I literally made 32 bands with a stock called TPST, some company that has a cure for liver cancer. That's typically how it goes. You can make, first of all, congratulations. I don't want to, downplay the fact that you made 32 grand from a play, from a stock that maybe you don't really know a ton about, but you read into a little bit, which is fantastic, to understand what they are doing. But a lot of times you do see that with different pharmaceutical companies, that you can either, break the bank or make bank from it. And most people, as they do read into certain things and see certain news, they make bank from a lot of these plays, a lot of these pharmaceutical plays. It's understandable. So again, congratulations. I'm definitely having a great holiday season this year. That's amazing. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, everybody here. Good morning, Mr. P, and good morning, everybody else. I haven't mentioned that it's morning time to everybody. Well, to me, at least. Some people it might be nighttime or midday. I don't really know what time it is for you guys, or it might be really early. It's Gary Gensler. It's Gary Gensler behind you. I don't think so. Pitter patter of the little feet. When will people drop this SHIB talk? Just just buy utility coins, please. I hear what you're saying, Daniel. I hear what you're saying. People are still buying these positions. But the reason why they have Shib talk is because you talk about the things that have the most popularity and, the most potential based on what people are going to do. It's not about utility in the end because we understand that big or larger cryptocurrency projects, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, ADA, Cosmos, all of these bigger plays that have a larger utility or even a thought process or utility, it's kind of like a guaranteed thing. Like we know that that's going to happen. So we're not talking about that because that's not really what's, for lack of a better term, sexy, right? What is sexy is the fact that you have a cryptocurrency project that's completely led by a community, that's completely led by the retail investors rather than just those larger whales or some sort of community that's controlling everything. That's what we're looking for, and we're always looking for that play. That's why Pepe got so much hype. That's why when Terra Luna Classic fell, it got so much hype because the leadership was gone. Right? There was no leadership within it. While you still had Quant that was looking to completely crumble it up and throw it in the trash, the leadership was kind of gone. Now it looks like we have people that are trying to be makeshift leaders, but it's all going to work out in the end. I got a really respectful comment or DM recently telling me about Terra Luna Classic and everything that is going on, and the fact that I don't know what's happening. A lot of times I block it out with everything that happens within that position. I know this is kind of switching with everything that happens within that position. I kind of block it out, and the reason why I block it out is because what they are doing and saying doesn't matter to me. Right? I feel like yes, we want to have a choice to change things up and see the community thrive and everything there. But if they're changing it for the worst, I mean, it just doesn't feel right. But yeah, I got a respectful comment telling me, basically that I I never let go of a position. I never let go of something, and I hold on to it like if I'm hoarding it. And the way that I just want to, I guess, kind of address that. The way that I've gone through life and the reason why I've gotten to a successful time in my life. I mean, the markets don't really look that great now, but the reason why I got into a successful time in my life and place in my life is because I make sure that I give it my all in everything that I am doing and give myself 100% focus there and belief and all of that. The reason why I have 200,000 subscribers on YouTube is because, which I didn't think I could get, but the reason that I have that, the reason why I kept pushing, is because I knew that there was something extra there. I knew that if I gave up, I would only be limited to a certain amount. You never know what it could be if you don't try, right? And trying doesn't mean just like, oh, well, you know what? I tried to call somebody. Like if you tried to call 911 or something and they didn't pick up and you were in trouble, you're telling me you wouldn't try and call again? Like I don't understand that at all. Like sometimes what seems like a failure short term ends up being a success long term. While people thought that Bitcoin was a failure, it went from 20,000 to 2,000. Everybody that decided to say, hey, this is a steal, rather than saying this is all a scam and cryptocurrency a scam. And that's exactly what I saw. And then people were like, this is a scam. I didn't know what it was. And I didn't buy it because I was in college and I didn't have any money anyways. I lied. I did have money. I just spent my money on stupid stuff. But then eventually started spending on the right things and got a car and was able to, get a job out of college and all this other stuff. But if people thought the same way about Bitcoin, or those people that thought the same way about Bitcoin lost out on a huge amount of opportunity, being able to buy, Bitcoin for $2,000 or less dollars and turning that single Bitcoin, maybe even 5 Bitcoin or whatever you had, into $69,000 per Bitcoin. That's huge. People that thought that this was a lost cause when it was worth single dollars. That's the same way you see it here. You never give up on something, especially short term, right? If you make your profit from it, then you can give it a chance to live its life. If you don't make your profit from it, you're worried about the short term within it. That's the honest truth. That's the reason why I'm not worried about my Terra Luna Classic now, which is worth about $3,000, but it could be worth $36,000 or $300,000 or $500,000. But you never know where it's going to get to without letting it live its life. And even just because we have people that don't necessarily care about Terra Luna Classic, but care about their own legacy behind it and their own pockets, like, it doesn't mean that we're not going to see success. Those bad actors have to get weeded out, and they will eventually, whether that's by, seeing Quant eventually take a stand, or see CZ that's involved in it a hell of a lot more, or the community decides to say, screw it, this is supposed to be decentralized, and you have a central team here. Matt, good morning. New thoughts on Elmo ERC? Thank you. I don't really have any new thoughts on Elmo ERC. I haven't checked out the position in about maybe 2 days. I don't know why I just typed in Elmo instead of going to CoinMarketCap and typing in Elmo. I typed in Elmo. Elmo's picture came up. So Elmo. Yeah, let me go through a little bit of an update on Elmo ERC right now and where we stand. Now, there may be some new things that have come out, and I'll try to go to Twitter to see if they do, have something here, just so that I can get a full sense of what is here. I heard that they have something new that's coming on, something brand new. So, and something that I'll like / maybe dislike, but I like the fact that you have something that's new. But currently, where we see Elmo ERC, it's at 0.0056, so 56% of a penny. This was at a high of about 3 cents. It can get back there and probably will get back there. We see $149,000 worth of volume, so they're still consistently generating volume throughout the position, which is fantastic. 11% in volume to market cap ratio. Total supply is about 347 million coins, so they are still consistently burning the position. It's obviously not super aggressive, but you are seeing the burns that are there. If we go into what the 7-day outlook look like, it's up 11% in 7 days, which is fantastic to see. In the month, it's up 8% from this 52% of a penny to 56% of a penny. The last year, you can see that it is still up, 6.9%, even though it kind of started some of these levels and increased up to about 2 or 3 cents. It has decreased over time, but you're seeing the supply that is decreasing and continuation of that supply decreasing. The continuation of the transparency looks fantastic for Elmo ERC. Let's go into the contract here to see how much is actually there. So 347 million. You have 3,349 holders within it. Not really have any change within that. So you haven't really had any brand new holders there, but we know that there's potential for growth there. Now I want to look at the website as well and see some new things, what they're burning in the last 24 hours. So total supply, again, 347 million, 3,350 holders, 5,452 Elmo was burned over the last 24 hours. It's not really a lot, but 7 days, 657,000. And remember, their top level are millions, right? Hundreds of millions. So as they burn off millions per week, you end up burning off like 52 million, somewhere around that per year. So that's great to see if you are a person that loves deflationary positions. Now, they still have their 10% sell tax. They don't have any tax on CEXs, but they are still able to burn a decent amount of the overall position. They're offered on many different places. If you go over to markets, you're going to see that you have Uniswap, MEXC, LBank, Bitmark, CoinW, Bitforex. I feel like there was another one, but maybe I'm wrong by saying that. But you see 5 different exchanges there, and I'm sure they have their hearts and mindset on other ones being there as well. So that's where that stands. Let's look at the amount that's staked. I'm probably going to have to log in really quick to my MetaMask in order to see what I have staked, as well as what I'm gaining from it. So in my wallet, in my official wallet, I still have 20,000 Elmo ERC sitting there. But if I go over here and we go to staked amounts, so we'll go to staking and we'll stake now, and it'll take us to the staking platform to see how much we have earned. Total that has been burned, right? So you have the total staked 81.9 million. 81.9 million of the 347 million. That's absolutely fantastic. That is a high amount that is staked, a high percentage. Staking pool, you have 3.7 million. But then you have the total amount that has been burned, which was 539,000 Elmo that has been burned there. I have it set to where I'm burning, I believe, 50% of my rewards. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it's 50%. But I'm currently sitting about 4,294 Elmo ERC that I have gained over that time. So I've gained an extra 4,000. I'm looking at about almost 5,000. Well, I guess not almost 5,000. I don't know why I saw this 9 before the 2. I guess dyslexic. But 4,000. So I have 224,000 at the moment in total. Yeah. So Elmo ERC, if there's any type of update, I heard there was something new. I see that they did this raffle buy competition. That was great to see. A short message from Master Elmo, one of the founders and devs of Elmo ERC. Let's listen in.
People, how is it going today? You might wonder, why am I sounding so pumped? Well, it's because I'm one of the founders and devs of Elmo. That's why I'm pumped. I'm always pumped. You guys should also always be pumped. But I'm a little bit extra pumped simply because I know what we are working on. And what we are working on are actually 2 very cool things. Like things that actually will bring something unique to the space, and it will actually also bring a lot of new eyes from other projects to us, because we are just fucking cool. Anyway, for that we just have to be a little bit patient, but if it all works out well, then I'm pretty sure we can see a very nice price development even this year still. So just hold on to your Elmo, don't be stressed, enjoy life, be in touch. Keep engaging on Twitter, because that's what brings new eyes, guys. Engage on the official posts. And remember, nothing is more valuable than time. Enjoy. Bye.
So obviously that's good to hear that something big is coming for Elmo. However, we don't know what that is, right? So just I guess, just like every other position, be patient. Even though you're seeing it, or you saw it at a 3-cent price, now it's at, a fraction of that. It gives you the opportunity, if you see that larger opportunity in the end, of where it can go, So why does that sound like Oscar Ramos? It sort of does, honestly. Sort of, like kind of. So, but I don't think it's him. But yeah, I don't know who it is. Don't get me wrong. I don't know who it is, but I don't believe so. So, anyways, good news and the biggest news I think coming out of the Elmo camp. That if I had to put, a pin, a pin in the biggest news that comes out of that camp, it would be the fact that they just followed me back. So I'm excited. Anyways, that's my little update on Elmo. Hopefully this thing is like really, really big, and we will um, definitely look into it. If I can't give any information, if I can give information early, I will. But if I can't give any information, that's fine as well. You just understand that there's something big that's coming. My voice keeps going out. I wish I had water, but I don't have any water. I retweeted that Elmo clip. You know what? I didn't, so maybe I'll retweet it. It's called reposting. It's not retweeting anymore. Can you give your time frame for the next bull run? So what we're seeing for cryptocurrency, when we look at the bull run happening, we understand that the ETFs are playing a major part in that. And honestly, they have until January 2024 and March of 2024 to make these decisions on the ETFs and whether they be approved. But that can happen a lot sooner, right? Those are the deadlines, meaning that it could happen a lot sooner, or we could reach the entire deadline. So that's why people are kind of pushing that we're going to see it happen, but it's just going to take its time and it's going to run its course. And then we're going to see that approval. And that's where we'll start to see that major bull run. I think we've already been seeing the positivity that's been building up within it. So we're at the start of the bull run from the level of a $700+ billion market cap to where we are at a $1.1 trillion market cap. Even though it's fluctuating back and forth, that's what we kind of see. But in 2024, we have so many different things, right? Different ETFs. We have the Bitcoin halving. We're probably going to have decisions based on or rulings based on Binance and Coinbase and case law around it, as well as XRP and a little bit more clarity there. So all of those things together, also adding on hopefully these damn interest rates coming down and people being able to pay less on their student loans and different loans that are there. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's my time frame. First and second quarter, because that's where you see majority of things happening. And maybe the build up beforehand. Caspa to $100 billion market cap. You might not be wrong. Caspa looks like a great opportunity for most. Guys, we have 58 people here. I would love to get to 50 likes. So if you can hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you are interested, again, in credit cards, I have a credit card YouTube channel where we are so close to 400 subscribers. And if you want to help me get to 400 subscribers, be part of the 15 that we need in order to get to those 400 subscribers. Or, sorry, be part of, sorry, I'm going into a video. Be part of the, why can't I do math? The 12 that will get me up to 400 subscribers. So I appreciate you guys and all the people that have watched the different videos that I've had here. Thank you guys for doing that. But you might not be wrong about Caspa. Fitburn has really pumped this last 24 hours. A pity I don't own any. Fitburn. What is Fitburn? Fit Burn. Fitburn is currently at it's up 120%. It always sucks when you don't actually own something that pumped a hell of a lot. You know what I mean? Like you see something that moves. Like if I go over to cryptocurrencies and look at the top projects, you're like, it grew 1,000%. If I had that, I would be very, very happy. But usually those are projects that, just get started or are like launching, right? Or for some reason we're at some sort of a wall and then they, passed that wall. They found a door, got through the wall, right? But currently, if we look at the market cap, it's at a $6,000 market cap. It has had $698,000 worth of volume, which doesn't really line up. If you had $698,000 worth of volume compared to your market cap, which is $6,000, how does that even make sense? So something's going on in there. While yes, you would have made money from it 132% up, it doesn't look like it even has a strong market cap to hold these levels, right? Because if you're seeing that much in there, you should at least have a market cap that is comparable to it. You're looking at a 10,496% in volume to market cap ratio. That is crazy. So the total supply is 2 billion. Why was I thinking that was 28? I can't really see it that well. But let me actually show my screen. That would be great. But currently for Fitburn, again, you're sitting at a 12% of a penny price. It's at $6,000 of a market cap, 2 billion total. It just doesn't really fully line up. And self-reported circulating supply, you have 5.7 million out of the 2 billion. So a ton of room for dilution there. That's not really something I would want to be a part of long term, I'll tell you that. When's the Elmo video game? Or a video again? Lots happening. So I'm going to take what I just recorded in this live stream and I'm going to put it on my reaction channel. Typically, I want to do reactions and clips on that channel. So I'll do different types of reactions. I'll do the lottery reactions as well that I did last night for like maybe 30 minutes. And we'll go through different scenarios, but mainly I will take these clips, edit them, and throw them over there. Not really edit them, but take them and throw them over there as clips from the live stream. So you'll get an Elmo video over there, and I will put that out there, and I'll probably tweet it and all of that and see what I have. But there's definitely a lot maybe that I don't know of what's happening, but I feel like I kind of caught up as to everywhere that we are, the important stuff. How do you feel about Pepe 2.0? It's been moving a little bit. Has it? Let's look at Pepe 2.0. 2.0. It is up 55%. We're seeing it at a $5.7 million market cap. It's one of those ones that's in the middle of the road, right? So Shiba Inu and Dogecoin are like those cryptocurrencies that really battle for being that top popular position. And the only reason they're up there is being popular. So they really battle, and you see Shiba Inu that can overtake Dogecoin, but Dogecoin usually is over Shiba Inu. So then Shiba Inu is kind of in that next spot until maybe the next bull market and we see a change there. But you have Pepe that comes up after that is a meme play that's gaining, or that has gained hundreds of millions of dollars worth of a market cap and volume and billions of dollars worth of volume. And then you have others that come along with it, right? Where they're copycats of those things. And it looks like Pepe 2 being at 5.8 million definitely has some legitimacy behind it, behind the not crazy legitimacy. I'm not saying that it's completely legit. I'm saying that you have a decent amount of volume, $7.5 million. You have a good market cap where you're at $5 or $6 million market cap, and you have all of the supply that's out there. You don't have any major dilution that can go into it. So honestly, it's not the worst play in the world, but it's a short-term play. It's not meant to be worth more than Pepe. It's not meant to be worth more than Shiba Inu or Dogecoin. It's just meant for a quick turnaround play to make people money as they see an opportunity there. So you find whatever the lowest price is for that position. Right, over the last 7 days, it's really been running. Over the last month, you've seen it downturn and really pick up. And over the last year, it was up to here, which was a higher market cap. You saw it at a $16 million market cap, and now you see it at a $7 or $6 million market cap. So while you hit a low, you find where that low is, you invest in at that low, and maybe you see a little bit of a pump, but it's always a risky play. How do you feel? I read that. Good morning. Good morning, Matt. It's time to dollar cost average. On what? Depends on what. Quant thoughts. My thoughts on Quant. So I'm upset at myself with this position because I believe it's a great project, right? It has a lot of a weight behind it. You see that people are very a lot of people are very bullish on where this play will go, especially with the total coins that are out there. The amount of supply that's in circulation, 12 million total that's out there being 14 or 15 million. And you are at 81% of that total supply. You know that it has a ton of potential, a ton of growth potential because you've seen it, right? If we look at all history, we've seen this up to, high prices of $400. And it can even go a lot further than that, which again was a 3 to 4, $4 billion market cap. Now, I wanted to buy in at a low price of $42, but I didn't end up doing that. So I just don't cover it as much. But Quant has a ton of growth potential. If you're looking at it for a long-term investment, has a ton of growth potential. If you're looking at it for a short-term investment, has a ton of growth potential. So you're able to get best of both worlds out of this situation because you have that long-term utility, but then you also have the short-term popularity. So and again, that's just my opinion on Quant here. Hey Matt, you should go get some water. We'll wait and continue this conversation. Well, I do have water, but I need to clear my throat first. I don't have like fresh water here. I have a bottle from yesterday. Um, yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me get a water or some sort of thing. I'm probably gonna get like an orange juice or something. Guys, we have 72 people here. If you guys can hit the like button, definitely hit that like button and hit the subscribe button for more of these videos, as well as if you guys want to follow my credit card YouTube channel. I want to get to 400 subscribers today, which is only 12 subscribers away. And if you like credit cards, feel free to check out this channel. We have a lot of great content over here. We're trying to get to monetization so that YouTube will push out our content. Right now, they're not really pushing out as much. It's still great to see 200, 400, 700 views within it. But I believe YouTube pushes out more because of the fact that you have advertisements. So feel free to go over there and check this channel out. The link is actually in the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. You can subscribe there. But let me go up and get some water. Hit that like button. I would like to see 50 likes by the time I get back here. If you can do that, I would appreciate it. All right, I'm back, and I have orange juice. I'm back, and I have orange juice. Thank you for everybody to hit the like button. We're not at 50 likes, but thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. We're at 45 likes, close enough. Let's see. Good morning, great channel, always tip top. Thoughts on Jasmy FUD, still bullish? What Jasmy FUD are we seeing? What Jasmy FUD is happening right now? Jasmy coin. Maybe I'll look at it on Twitter as well, because most things that I see on here, Jasmy coin to $1, Jasmy coin to certain levels. What are people saying about Jasmy that you are seeing? The official this account this account is not official Jasmy. Please be careful. So there's another Jasmy account that has 1,000. Sorry, let me go back here. There's another Jasmy account that has about 1,000. I mean, that's typical. There are people that try to impersonate me as well. So I understand what they are trying to do, what the scammers are trying to do. They're just trying to take your money, or maybe they're doing some sort of campaign. I don't know, but they're trying to say that they're Jasmy. Wait, but this is the same. Isn't this the same account? I mean, this has 100. I don't understand it. They have the same. Oh, this has an S. Jasmy SMG. See, that's what they do. That's what they do. They hide a letter in there that won't be seen, and it's the Jasmy S, because this is Jasmy management, and doesn't have an S. They always try and get you, but I don't see any like FUD that's happening for Jasmy. So if you can let me know what you're seeing, feel free to do that. Thoughts on Zelda, Xenu, and File. So I have heard nothing from Zelda. They have said a ton of things in the past, like, hey, we're going to be launching then. And from what I understand, they are looking for the best opportunity to do so. And I think they're waiting for more of a bullish market in order to launch. But I have not seen anything from that side, from that team. So I don't know. I really don't know. I still have my, or had my Zelda. It actually should be still on LBank, but I had like 670,000 that I built up. Started from like 400,000, was able to build an APY so that I gained a lot of Zelda in the end. But again, some people, I'm not saying that that's the case, can't really handle the pressures of a bear market. Or maybe they're just waiting for the right time. Xenu is the zombie Inu. I've never really been a fan of zombie Inu. I think they had NFTs that didn't really go that well. But File, I think File, that's like Filcoin, I believe. FIL. Yeah, Filcoin definitely has a little bit more potential than the other ones that are mentioned. The reason being, I mean, you're looking at it, it's a $1.4 billion market cap. We've seen this at all history at a high here of $188, which was a 12 billion market cap, and we've seen this even hover and have supports and resistances right at 4 billion or 8 billion. So you know that you have room to grow within this position. But like I said, it also comes with the form of dilution, right? There's, from what we see, there's no max supply. The circulating supply is about 458 million, but then the total supply being 1.9 billion coins, you have a lot of room for dilution there. So that's something that you have to factor into it as well. While you can get to higher prices and get up to an $80 price, how much of that movement or that downturn factored in some sort of dilution, and how much dilution will factor in to it later. So that's something you really have to worry about. All right, let's get into a little bit more information. Get into what's going on with the cryptocurrency market, right? We understand that the bullish time in the market will be when we see a lot of these bullish acts, go in our favor. And when we understand that we're looking for the bull market to be in 2024, what happens in 2024 that's going to get us to that bullish time in the market. And like I said in the beginning of this video or this live stream, it's about the ETFs that are supposed to be slated for early 2024, as well as the Bitcoin halving, which is still considered early or mid 2024, being around April. So with those things in mind, those will have a massive effect on the market and the potential growth there and bullish momentum of it. But here's a part of it, right? So the spot ETF, right? Spot Bitcoin ETF approvals could add $1 trillion to cryptocurrency market cap, Crypto Quant says. Blockchain analytics firm Crypto Quant's model predict that $155 billion will flow into the Bitcoin market cap should the ETF be approved. Bitcoin will become a $900 billion asset, and the total crypto market will grow by $1 trillion. Should the Bitcoin spot ETF be approved, the data analytics firm CryptoQuant wrote in a recent report. The first wave of institutional adoption in 2020-2021 came from institutions adding Bitcoin to their balance sheet, while the next wave could be financial institutions providing Bitcoin access to their clients through spot ETF. CryptoQuant argues in the report. The potential inflow of spot ETFs would be significantly larger than the money that entered the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. In the last bull market cycle, GBTC is the largest cryptocurrency fund in the world. Currently, I'm not showing my screen, but let's see. Currently, with 1.67 billion in assets under management, Digital Currency Group is a parent company of Grayscale and CoinDesk. CryptoQuant says that if the issuer that have applied to list Bitcoin ETFs put 1% of their assets under management to these ETFs, approximately 155 billion could enter the Bitcoin market. This represents almost a third of Bitcoin's current market capitalization. Should this scenario take place, it would hypothetically push Bitcoin's price between $50,000 to $73,000. Historically, during previous bull markets, Bitcoin's market capitalization has grown 3 to 5 times more than its realized capitalization. This suggests that for every dollar of fresh money entering Bitcoin's market, the market capitalization could increase by $3 to $5. Bitcoin recently monetarily jumped to $30,000, or momentarily jumped to $30,000 after CoinDesk published a false report about the spot Bitcoin ETF being approved. According to some observers, the frenzied bullish price action would keep bears at bay for some time. Nobody will dare to short BTC now for the foreseeable future, even if this Cointelegraph news was false. BTC can still grind higher in anticipation of the approval. So obviously, this is big to be able to see that $1 trillion. I think that number is low. While understanding that portion of it, that $1 trillion will be added, you also understand the smaller portion, the whales, the people that want to get in before the pumping does happen. That's where you see more money that's flowing into those markets as well. So yes, we could see a ton that's going into Bitcoin, but I think you have to also understand that Bitcoin's dominance is not going to, Bitcoin having a crazy amount of dominance is not going to make a lot of the, or the rest of the market run as well. You need to see dominance get shifted, and some of the gains that people get from Bitcoin flow into the lower ends of the market, right? So you will end up seeing that eventually. But we need to see Bitcoin's dominance decrease from this 50% dominance where it currently is down to, 40 and 30%. Even if it still is at a $1 trillion market cap, you want $1 trillion to be 30% of the market, not to be 50% of the market. I think my grandkids will see the day when paper money is no longer used. I think that time is coming a lot sooner than people think. I mean, we don't really use paper money now, so we are at an area to where nobody really takes out money. You have a couple of businesses that may not take credit cards or debit cards still. They only take cash, which honestly is kind of a red flag if they only take cash. It means they may not be reporting everything to taxes if they don't have, everything electronic. So that's the way it seems. But as you have those businesses that are kind of getting weeded out, and you have, people that take credit cards, debit cards, and all that stuff, and only take that, even like Hershey Park, we go to Hershey Park and it's completely cashless. Like they don't take cash at all. Eventually it's going to be a point to where you put money on, you put a certain amount of coins or something on your card, whatever the card is. It'll be like a wallet, it'll be like a crypto wallet within that card. You swipe that card everywhere and you have those funds available to use. That may be the case. Or directly on your device, you have your wallet, it syncs up to whatever the payment situation is, and boom, you end up paying with your cryptocurrency. So right now, we're not seeing as much paper cash used, but when it comes to the actual like fiat currency, that's what's being used, and that may be, kind of weeded out eventually. How high do you think the total market cap of crypto will be in the next peak? That's a good question, because how valuable do you see cryptocurrency? I know you that's following cryptocurrency may see it as more valuable than the next person, but how valuable do you see it? I see it being insanely valuable. I seeing it being just as valuable as like the stock market, if not more, because instead of us valuing a business, right, we're valuing how we use the money to spend at some of these businesses, to spend at a lot of these places, to use for exports and imports and all of that stuff. That's what you have to value the cryptocurrency market at. Technically, you're valuing it at whatever a country's currency is. Like, what's the current value of what is it, the total US dollar? I don't know how to say this. US dollar market? Sure. The total market capitalization in the U.S. stock market is currently 46.2 trillion. Wait, $46.2 million? Is that right? That might be a different. That might be a different company. I'm talking about U.S. That's the U.S. stock market. I thought the U.S. stock market was worth trillions. The market value of the total market cap of the U.S.-based public companies listed in New York Stock Exchange. Isn't the total market cap of U.S. stock market Can I do the market cap of the U.S. dollar of the U.S. dollar? Market cap of the U.S. dollar. That doesn't make sense. That's the market cap of the U.S. stock market. So, okay. The U.S. Equity markets. Let me see this. The U.S. equity markets are the largest in the world and continue to be among the deepest, most liquid, and most efficient, representing 42.5% of the $108 trillion global equity market in 2023, or $46.2 trillion. So I believe when you look at it like that, you kind of value it at like the world. Like what is the value of the global equity markets, and you see $100 trillion. I see it at a value, at least short term, in the short term bull run to kind of climb our way up there. $10 trillion market cap, $5 to $10 trillion market cap. And then as we see that bull run, if it gets more aggressive, it could be somewhere around 15 to 20. So, if we're looking at, I guess, 10 to 20, I don't want to skip 11, 12, 13, and 14 trillion. But I definitely see it up in those levels because you're looking at it at a different mindset. It's not what the companies are valued at, how much money they generate. It's what we're spending the money on. It's we're using this money for something. How much money is in the world, right? That's where we start to understand we're spending this money. That's where the value comes from. Let's see. Do we got any other news on ETFs? We are above 50 likes, so thank you guys for hitting that like button again. If you are a part of the 58 people that are here, make sure you guys go check out my credit card YouTube channel. I have the link in the chat. We are currently at, I guess I'm not going to get to 400 subscribers today, but we are at 389 subscribers currently. So if you want to go and check out these videos, feel free to check out the credit card channel over there and subscribe. Get me to 400 subscribers. That would be amazing. It would be amazing. You don't have to. If you don't like credit cards, you don't have to do it. But I feel like credit cards come in handy. I just applied for a new credit card that I'm going to be posting a video for today at 5 o'clock. So make sure you subscribe to see that video. All right, so where do we have any other news that's happening today? So we got some other news, I guess, out of the Fidelity camp, right? When we talk about Fidelity ETF amendment bumps a bullish sentiment on the market. So this came out just today, just this morning at 4 a.m., where Bitcoin nearly reached 29K as Fidelity ETF amendment bumps bullish sentiment. Some analysts said that the amendments show the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is holding active discussions with related parties. Scroll down here. Bitcoin shot up as high as 28,817 earlier today as amendments to a spot Bitcoin ETF filing in the US fired up bullish sentiment. The largest cryptocurrency added 2.8% in the past 24 hours, reaching a 2-month high and leading gains among major tokens. The advanced extended its weekly rally to almost 7%. Asset management giant Fidelity filed an amendment to its proposed spot Bitcoin ETF, the Wise Origin Bitcoin Trust, with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission late Tuesday, specifying how it will safeguard customers' Bitcoin in custody accounts and disclose risks related to shaky regulatory environment around cryptocurrencies, among other factors. Fidelity follows ARK Investing and Investico, which also recently amended their spot Bitcoin ETF filings. Investico refiled on October 11th, and ARK Invest followed suit a day later. These developments are likely a sign of ongoing discussions between prospective ETF providers and the SEC, helping spark bullish sentiment among traders. Market observers said. More proof that potential spot Bitcoin ETF issuers are in communications with the SEC regarding changes and amendments required for SEC to consider approving. James, a researcher analyst at Bloomberg Intelligence, posted today on X, formerly Twitter, positive signs, in my opinion. Some firms expect the approval when it occurs to add at least 1 trillion to overall market capitalization, which currently is at 1.1 trillion in the coming months. Speculation of a spot Bitcoin ETF getting approved made the rounds earlier this week, causing Bitcoin to jump almost 10% in a move. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink illustrated the pent-up investor interest for crypto market. Prices continue to rise even after the rumor was shown to be false. Meanwhile, some analysts forecast Bitcoin will touch 29,400 in the coming days, citing increasing in volume. So, again, more and more that's hovering around this Bitcoin ETF, and I think they hit the nail on their head when they're talking about how people have like I don't know, pent up like excitement, right? They're ready to go, they're ready to invest, they're ready to buy the next position, the next thing, because we want to see cryptocurrency thrive. Everybody wants to see it, but we're just waiting on this institutional volume, this institutional investment to kind of get into the mix, and they haven't been there yet. So this is like the best sign of doing that. And once you have any type of report like, hey, it's been approved, and people are getting in there as quickly as possible, even though it is false. So once we do have that, it shows what we will see and how much will go into it. The traditionalists that are now getting into crypto rather than just being into, whatever normal positions that they go into, whatever ETFs are currently invested into. Now they're like, hey, let's put money here because we see there's a future there. So let's do that. So honestly, this is fantastic. All this Bitcoin ETF news, Ethereum ETF news that's going on, and just overall adoption of cryptocurrency. We're getting closer and closer, but we still understand that that deadline is early 2024. It may be the case where we see it happen a lot sooner. That's the thing that people don't understand. It may be the case, but I'm not banking on it. I don't want to sit here and just be like, oh, well, it's going to happen end of 2023, but know that was my original time frame, was that we will start seeing the bull market end of 2023. 2024 is when it will start to pick up. And if that's what does happen, and everybody else, is just calling for 2025 or 2024 to be safe, then I will be excited. But if it doesn't happen, we understand why, all the things that happened in 2023, and the negativity that struck. But I would love for that to come true, you know? Guys, we have 65 people here. I would love to get the 65 likes as well. Feel free to hit that like button. Also, if you guys want to, again, check out my credit card YouTube channel, link is in the chat. We are very, very close to 400 subscribers. We are currently at 389 subscribers, and I want to get to 400. So feel free to hit that subscribe button. It does help out the channel, helps out growth, all of that stuff. So thank you guys for even supporting it. What are my thoughts on Quant? I gave my thoughts on Quant earlier today, but if I had to be brief with it, I'm a fan of Quant. I'm a fan of what they have to offer. I'm a fan of their supply, the lack of dilution that you do have within it. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the fact that I missed the low price of like $40 something dollars. I was going to buy then, but I told myself it might come back down even further. And also I let somebody else tell me that, but I listened to it and I talked myself into waiting when I should have never waited. Quant is great for the popularity that we've seen, as well as for uses behind it. So good morning, Swamp Donkey Crypto. Thank you for showing up here. I appreciate it. And thank you for being a member as well. Peter, thank you also for being a member. You think Jasmy will hit 10 cents? So 10 cents would be a $5 billion market cap. Yes, I do believe that that's the case. And I don't really know exactly how much in total will be locked up. I'm just assuming that nothing will be locked up, even though we know something will be. I believe the Jasmy will find a way to get to some of these levels, short term as well as long term. You know that I have my my play, and I lowered my cost basis to a very low amount. But I believe that Jasmy coin will see success. Somebody said that there's some sort of FUD in Jasmy, but I haven't seen that FUD, and you haven't explained, I guess, where that FUD is coming from, Tony. So I don't know, but I see success within Jasmy coin. From the many videos that I've made of Jasmy, and currently have 1 million Jasmy. Have you any interest in Vara? Not at the moment. No, I've never looked into it. Vara Network. Is this the position? Lucky? Guys, I have about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to put the be right back stamp up, because I have to get Harper on the bus, and we have to get Hayden some breakfast this morning. And Hayden's going to be downstairs with me watching a TV show for a little bit while I still continue talking about the markets. Yes, that's it. So currently this is about 8 cents. We're seeing 532 million total that's out there with self-reported circulating supply. But then you're looking at the total that's 10 billion. Sorry. That means that this has a ton of dilution. There's a ton of dilution that's here. And we're looking at 10 billion versus the 500 million. That means that whatever you invest into right now may not be worth, it may be worth the same, not price wise, but market cap wise, but it might not be worth the same dollar wise. Now, I don't know the factor of dilution and how that really plays into this position, because I don't know this position, because I'm just looking at it as an investment right now. But you have to keep an eye out on that. Always look at that to make sure you understand how much you could potentially lose by them just adding something new, you know. But you are seeing a decent amount of volume with 100, or no, that's, I thought that was $1 million, but that's $165,000 with $41 million market cap. So you're not really seeing a crazy amount of volume. We've seen more volume in $1 million market cap plays or $10 million market cap plays than this $41 million market cap. Now this is self-reported because the circulating supply is self-reported, as well as, you know, seeing what the market cap is. So honestly, it's not really giving me like, hey, this has a ton of potential type of vibes. I like seeing low prices, but this all right here, so all of this history we've seen from September 2022 to October 2022, where we currently are, could be, and we can't really tell, could be a factor of dilution and also just a sliding of the price. Let's see how many. Uh, let's see how many people are following it on Twitter. 35,000. That's not bad at all. Do they have enough engagement within it? Seems like they do have a decent amount of engagement. I want to look at their regular posts. So maybe they don't have a lot of engagement. For 30,000 followers, they really don't have that much engagement. So in order to understand if they are legitimate and what they plan to do with the whole thing, you would have to go into some of the AMAs and some of the things that they're building in order to get a sense of what they're all about, you know? But right now, like I said, I don't know what they're all about, but it doesn't, you know, scream, hey, this is a fantastic play to me. But you can find a positive investment in any play that you get in. It's just you have to find the right time to do so. So if you're looking for short term, you know, find the right time to get in and make that move, and find the right time to get out. Sorry, Matt. It was to do with the talk of V2 on Jasmy. Oh, so like the migration and how people are saying that, you know, this is going to be like completely different, and it's going to create negativity within it. No, right? There's a difference between a bridge and a migration there, right? Where you're bridging over to V2, or bridging over not to a V2, but bridging over to, you know, Jasmy layer 2, right? It's a whole different story that costs less, and you know you have enhanced features, things that you can do that are better than what you have with original Jasmy. And I'm sure they're going to incorporate the lockup, you know, within there. And I just don't know exactly how much will be locked up. I don't really see too much. I see a lot of FUD, a lot of you know, things that create fear. But it doesn't mean that all of it's true, right? Maybe some of it is a legitimate concern. All right. I will get back to some of these chats in a little bit, but I'm going to have to put a be right back stamp up, and I'm going to go get this little lady ready for her bus stop and get Hayden some cereal and bring her down here. But just give me a couple of minutes. If you want to, again, feel free to go and subscribe to my my credit card YouTube channel. I'll just put this up. If you guys want to go and subscribe to it, get me up to what am I looking for? 400 subscribers. I don't know where I'm at right now. 390 currently. So if you can get me up to 400 subscribers, I'll greatly appreciate it. A lot. So let me go ahead and yeah, I'll be right back. Should I? Yeah, I'll just be right back. That's fine. Um, I've been gone for like 25 minutes. No, not even. It's probably like 20. And thank you to everybody that hit the like button. I appreciate it. If you guys can, if you missed hitting the like button, please do so. Anything interesting happened in the market while I was gone? Probably not. Currently still sitting at a $1.09 trillion market cap. You know what's crazy? Typically, I'm fasting. I don't know if anybody cares. But typically, I'm fasting in the morning. Today was a very, very difficult day so far. And that's because I ate lunch a breakfast. Jeez. Ate dinner very, very early. So I didn't have anything later at night, which I typically do have something up until 10 o'clock. Let's see if anything else is happening. Maybe Shib news or crypto news. Any interesting crypto news? Crypto news. Besides the exchange traded funds, which are pretty much everywhere. I don't know if I want to go to Cointelegraph because of what happened. FTX customers could get $9 billion shortfall claim payout by mid 2024. Good morning, Matt. Bull market will be awesome next year. Hopefully, holding the amount of XRP I hold, I will get very, very close to my goals. I don't know what your goals are, but I hope you do too. I hope you see a lot of success in the positions that you have, not only XRP or whatever other positions you have. But there's going to be a lot of running. Nobody knows exactly where or what will come from let's say a $3 million market cap up to a $3 billion or $30 billion market cap. Nobody knows that next project that will do that. Everybody thinks they have it, and maybe one person will be right, maybe two people will be right, but not everybody's going to be right to have that $1 billion project that starts out at $1 million. It might be Elmo, it might be where Caspa started, and Caspa's already hit a $1 billion market cap, so could be. I don't know if um I don't know. I'm not sure Americans know that word as its British slang. um, so we currently have 48 people here. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys for just being a part of this community. You know what I mean? But let's talk about this that's on the screen. Give you another thing to look into. And again, if you want to see any of these clips that we go over in this channel, I'm going to be putting those over on the reaction channel. I will, clip them up, put them over there, and we'll have a full breakdown. But if you don't know what happened with FTX, I'm sure you do know what happened with FTX. The collapse was pretty big. Seeing this exchange go under, seeing all the people that endorsed it, also being more of a vulnerable spot, whether it's on YouTube or a lot of big celebrities like Tom Brady, right? So obviously it's a big deal, and the collapse was huge for customers, for people that had their money involved in FTX, which was for some cases it was multiple millions of dollars. But FTX customers could get a $9 billion shortfall claim payout by mid 2024. A proposed settlement could see creditors receive a shortfall claim of $8.9 billion for FTX.com and $166 million for FTX.us. The customers of the bankrupt crypto exchange FTX and FTX.us could see over 90% of assets returned to them by the end of the second quarter of 2024, after a proposed settlement was reached between FTX creditors and debtors. On October 17th, FTX debtors said they reached a major milestone in their Chapter 11 case after extensive discussions with the unsecured creditors committee, a committee of non-United States customers and class action plaintiffs regarding customer property disputes. FTX debtors filed a notice of the proposed settlement with the Delaware-based United States Bankruptcy Court on October 16th for information purposes. However, they need to submit an official filing by December 16th seeking the court's approval. So FTX had, I guess, a tweet here. The FTX debtors have announced another major milestone in their Chapter 11 cases. Let me go back here so I can see what's going on there. Part of the amended plan consists of the shortfall claim, which FTX debtors estimate that customers of FTX.com and FTX.us would collectively receive 90% of assets available for distribution. The shortfall claim is estimated to be approximately $8.9 billion for FTX.com and $166 million for FTX.us. If approved by the bankruptcy court, FTX expects these funds to be distributed by the end of the second quarter of 2024. John J. Ray III, CEO and Chief Restructuring Officer of FTX, was pleased with the terms of the settlement. Together, starting in the most challenging financial disaster I have seen, the debtors and the creditors have created enormous value from a situation that easily could have been a near total loss for customers. The amended plan involves FTX dividing the assets into three pools: assets segregated for the benefit of FTX.com customers, US customers, and the general pool of other assets. However, only the first two groups are included in the shortfall claim. Meanwhile, observers noted that a part of the proposed plan sees it that customers who withdraw over 250,000 from the exchange within 9 days of bankruptcy would have their claims reduced by 15% of the amount. However, claims under 250,000 wouldn't be subject to the reduction. FTX debtors explain. Eligible customers that have a preference settlement amount of less than 250,000 during the 9-day period would be able to accept a settlement without any restructure or reduction of claim or payment. So that's great, I guess, for people that are involved in FTX and have some sort of like, not payback, but like, I don't know, a settlement, for lack of a better term. You have some sort of settlement with the overall situation where people can get, up to 90% of their funds that they had in there, which would be freaking fantastic for a lot of people. So that's big news. I think that's something that could create more positivity in the markets and adding to the positivity that we've seen, with the ETFs and everything there. And hopefully as we get into 2024, that creates even more bullish momentum there. So you have the ETFs, you have on, deadlines, which are January and March. Then you also have Bitcoin halving in the second quarter and, the beginning of the second quarter to mid second quarter. And then you have the end of the second quarter where you have the FTX, payout for people that, were affected by FTX. That's bullish momentum after bullish momentum after bullish momentum. So it just gives us more of an understanding why we could see, cryptocurrency explode in 2024. Um, so yeah, if you guys want to, like I said, we have 66 people here. If you guys want to hit that like button, we have 90 likes. We're so close to 100 likes. So hit that like button, and hit the subscribe button if you're interested in more content like this, more, videos. We're currently streaming for about 2 hours right now. I haven't checked what the pre-market is doing related to stocks, but we'll definitely have to check that out as well. So here's this article. Is there anything else that comes off, as news today? Let me duplicate this and see if there's any other news today within the crypto market. From the Philippines here. Well, thank you for watching, Ray. I appreciate it. Remember, if you guys are, from the US and you like credit cards, I have a credit card YouTube channel that I'm trying to get up to 400 subscribers, today. I do have a video coming out later today on a new credit card that I did apply for, literally going through the application process as well, showing you getting approved, showing you the credit line that I end up getting, showing you everything that you really want to see. Unless you're looking for my information, then you're not going to see that. Because, as you apply for things, you have to put in certain details that wouldn't be great to have out there on the internet, especially, to the public. So, yeah. But I will be applying for, or I did apply for a credit card, and I did get approved for a credit card. So, yeah. But yeah, let's see if there's anything else out here. Let's go to Cointelegraph and see what else they have here. Former FTX engineer, director faces up to um, 75 years in prison. Uh, SBF and Caroline Ellison conspired to keep Bitcoin under 20K. Interesting. This is an interesting take. So I guess some updates from the SBF case and everything that is transpiring within there, since it is not like public. It is, but it isn't. Like, it's not like live. SBF and Caroline Ellison conspired to keep Bitcoin under 20K, but did it work? Who's to say if it did work? I mean, it did go under 20K. It went to like 15K. SBF and Caroline Ellison, Alameda, and FTX may have conspired to keep Bitcoin price under 20K, but is it actually possible and worth the effort? So on October 11th, Caroline Ellison, former head of now defunct Alameda Research, informed United States court that she received instructions from FTX co-founder and CEO Sam Bankman-Fried to sell Bitcoin if its price remained above 20K. This admission came as a shock to the entire crypto industry, but the two conspiring to suppress BTC's price versus actually doing it are there two different things. While there are no details available regarding the size and timing of these trades, the time frame likely falls between September and October 22nd, just weeks before Alameda and FTX collapsed. Determining whether Alameda effectively acted to suppress Bitcoin's price below 20K, as allegedly by some analysts and traders, is challenging, if not impossible. Nevertheless, it is possible to assess the significance of FTX Bitcoin holdings in comparison to other exchanges and the total trading volume. Look at Bitcoin wallets. Currently, the only reliable public available information pertains to the BTC wallets that previously constituted the exchange's reserves, amounting to less than 47,000 BTC by September 2022, according to Glassnode data. It is possible that Alameda Research held other addresses directly, but given the substantial debt of the trading company, it is unlikely they had any liquid reserves. One should not assume that FTX used its entire stack of Bitcoin from users, since the exchange continued processing client withdrawals until the final day on November 8th, 2022. Moving these assets abruptly would have aroused suspicion, potentially accelerating their insolvency. Nevertheless, it's worthwhile to investigate the significance of FTX volume and holdings. As of July 2022, FTX reported a spot Bitcoin volume of 30 billion, equivalent to 1 billion per day on average. However, relying on these numbers is not advisable. Given the exchange's history of data manipulation and demonstrated by the falsified insurance fund calculation methodology, assuming the sales mentioned by Ellison occurred on FTX, a 4,000 BTC order valued at $80 million at the same time would represent only 8% of the exchange's average daily volume. Furthermore, when considering the total BTC volume from major exchanges, Alameda's speculated order size becomes even more inconsequential. According to Messiris, real volume methodology, which includes wash trading. The aggregate Bitcoin volume was below 3.5 billion per day between September and October 22nd, even if Alameda attempted to sell 25% of their 47,000 Bitcoin holdings in a single day. That 240 million would represent only 7% of the daily volume across major exchanges. For comparison, in April 2022, MicroStrategy announced its acquisition of 4,167 BTC at an average price of $45,714, totaling 190 million. It is likely this likely occurred in late March, with Bitcoin's price increasing by 6% from $44,580 to $47,270. So honestly, thinking about this and how difficult it would be ultimately as you go through the rest of it, which is not that much, and we'll go through the rest of it there. It seems like it would be difficult to purposely tank the price of Bitcoin, or be able to do that, even if you are in a situation where you have an exchange where there's so much volume that goes through it. So two notable aspects of the price action during MicroStrategy's acquisition stand out. First, the price dropped below 46,000 on the same day as the official announcement on April 5th of 2022. More importantly, $48,000 peaked. Peak appears to correspond to the level of MicroStrategy's completed its execution, resulting in the 45,714 average price. However, when examined by the broader picture, Bitcoin was trading around $39,500 in the 2 weeks leading up to MicroStrategy's activity, and decreased to $39,500 a few weeks later. There's no reason to believe that a single entity could affect suppressing the price for longer than a week, whether it is Tesla unloading $936 million worth of Bitcoin, or Alameda liquidating FTX's asset client deposits. To provide some context, Binance held 623,000 BTC in reserve in August 2022, while Coinbase had nearly 690,000. These exchanges combined and held almost 28 times more Bitcoin than FTX. In fact, these exchanges combined. In fact, it underscores the limited impact of SPF and Caroline's ventures in terms of effective firepower. In essence, there may have been a few days where Alameda exerted pressure, successfully causing their sales to suppress Bitcoin's price below 20,000. However, considering these reserves, the price action similarly sized order, the event was unlikely to be significant when analyzing a period longer than a month. So obviously it's very difficult. Oh, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. I'll get into that in a little bit. But it's very difficult for you to decrease Bitcoin's price, and many, I guess, have tried. Many have just gone through standard things that have been more effective, or has had more that was potentially sold than what FTX had in their reserves. So ultimately, you can't really jump to conclusions, even though this article with the title jumps to conclusions, and probably this video will jump to conclusions when I cut this up and put this over on my my reaction channel. But either way, you never really know the full outcome of something, and also how it affects not only just the transaction that you're doing, but how it affects others that are doing that as well. You also have to factor in other movement because of maybe what happened with FTX overall, what happened with what they decided to do. It may create a reaction from the entire market at a time to where people may not see it as a, may not look at it and go, okay, well, the market doesn't really look great, so let me react accordingly. Anyways, guys, that's really my update on that, my breakdown on that. Great article, and definitely it catches the eye right from the start, talking about how they tried to keep it under 20,000. Hayden, you eating your food? Thank you for the super chat, Volt.
High Voltage Voltistic High Voltage donated $9.99 through Super Chat. Morning, Matt. Keep up the good content, brother. High Voltage.
Thank you for the super chat, the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate that a lot. And I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs, but that was very late because this came in like, I guess, minutes ago. It was like 3 minutes ago. But we still got the voice to text. So thank you for the super chat, and thank you for watching as well. Thank you for answering me, Peterson. I guess we can wait on Elmo to make some moves. Let me see. How far did I get back? So let's hope crypto starts climbing in the new year. I think it will. I mean, with all of the things that we've seen, I think it will. We're also seeing some negative things as well, but majority of them are leading up to very, very bullish moves in the market. How's Elmo doing? Elmo's doing okay. It's growing quite a bit, especially in the last 7 days. We've seen it up, like 10% or something like that. I did do a little bit of an update, and I will post that actual update over on my reaction channel. So look out for that. If you want to know where my reaction channel is, just type in Matt Reacts and you'll find it. You'll see my face. It's one of those thumbnail-like faces. Went through a bad breakup. I needed to keep my mind busy and got into crypto. It is when I subscribed and a scammer posed as Matt. That's how I found him. What? A scammer posed as me and that's how you found me? Well, hopefully nothing happened. Hopefully you didn't get scammed at all. But know that I won't, like, I can't say I won't reach out to people because I do reach out to some people, but most likely if you DM me, that's when I will respond. I'm not going to go out of my way to reach out to others that like follow me or anything like that. So if you reach out to me through my DMs on Twitter, which are open, or not Twitter, X, you can do that and I'll most likely reach back to you eventually. I mean, right now I have like, since I've opened my DMs, I have like 60 or 70 messages. It seems like every day I'm adding on at least 5. And if I don't check it every day, it starts to build up, which is not a bad thing. I like to respond to people. I like to talk to people. So feel free to reach out to me. It's just know that the conversations might not be that long because I'm trying to respond to like the next person and the next person and all of that. And sometimes I also get distracted by one of these children. Like you see this little lady behind me. Yeah. I love her. Apparently positive things are happening for Elmo, but nothing released yet. At least nothing I am privy to. Yeah, me either. Hi, any thoughts about Bone? Is this a scam crypto? Is this scam crypto dead? As we didn't even touch $2 where Shibarium it's here for a while now. So I can tell you the reason why we didn't have any type of major success with Shibarium. The major reason as to why we didn't have success with Shibarium is because they continuously lie to us. They tell us that they're going to support Shiba Inu. They tell us they're going to burn Shiba Inu. They tell us it's going to burn boatloads of Shib, and that burns will come. And they do nothing, right? They set levels that they know Shibarium won't hit for Shiba Inu, especially when you're looking at 0.00000 bone that you have go through, or cents. It's just not going to be enough. You need to reach multiple trillions of transactions in order to see you hit the $25,000 threshold in order to burn, because that's the way that they set it up. And they make it seem like it's a game-changing thing, and it's not. So Bone didn't really see that hype because they lied to us and didn't support Shiba Inu when they should have. And that's why you're not seeing as many transactions that are going over there. That's why you're not seeing as much volume that's happening over there. While it should have done multiple millions of dollars, it didn't do that. Hayden, let go of your hair. So, is it a scam? I can't say that's necessarily a scam. I just think they're trying to drain as much money out of the community as possible. And it's honestly sad that they're looking to do that. And it's honestly sad that we put them in that position to be classified by many articles as the leaders of the Shiba Inu community, when they're not at all. They're not even, they are just an ecosystem that surrounds it. But since we put their website in place, we put their Twitter account or their X account in place of, what Shiba Inu really should have, which is nothing. Nobody actually controls it. Nobody actually posts tweets. Nobody actually, builds to improve Shiba Inu. They build to add a use to that. They build around it, and they need to classify that. If anybody says that they are the Shiba Inu community, they're lying to you, because everybody in the community, those are the leaders of the Shiba Inu community. I'm on Volt and still trying to get a handful of projects under wraps. All I can do at this point is watch the screen and wait. That's what you can do for a lot of things. Yeah, a guy tried to say he was you and wanted me to invest ETH, saying he had a project going. It was on Instagram, and I was like, not happening, brother. Well, good that you're smart. There are some people that have reached out to me, family and friends, that have said, but anyways, I'm sorry, I read something. There are family and friends that have reached out to me and said, look, I've been contacted by you, but I don't know if it's actually you. And I was like, just because, they have my picture and they took all of my pictures from my profile doesn't mean that it's me. You have to pay attention to things. I will never ask you for anything. I don't reach out to anybody for anything. And that's good that I don't, right? If I was one of those family members that always, needed to reach out to somebody and needed help, then my family members would fall for this, and it'd be really bad. But my family members and friends don't fall for it because I never reach out for anything. I'm always working and never talk to anybody. So I don't reach out to a lot of people. The only people I really speak to is my family. And then we have, Facebook conversations where you just like somebody's post. But that's like pretty much it. I'm thinking of buying a crystal ball off eBay to help with my crypto investments. What do you think about Wadzi Pay? I feel like I'm saying something, but I haven't heard of it. Wadzi Pay token, currently sitting at 2 cents. It's up to a $10 million market cap with $1 million worth of volume. Different places that you're allowed to buy it on. Looks like just BitTrue, Bitmart, and Uniswap. How new is this? Daisy, what are you doing? Do you smell the milk here? She smells the milk on my table. Let's see if does she want milk. She does want milk, so I just gave her the milk. So yeah. She really likes milk. Cats really like milk. I don't think I've ever given Daisy any milk. I don't think I gave Carl some milk when he was younger, but that's it. But anyways, it's currently at 2 cents, sitting at a $10 million market cap, $1 million dollar volume, which is not horrible. Half the supply is available. Total supply is 250 million. Max supply is 1 billion. So half the supply is out there. But that doesn't make sense how the total supply is 250, but the max or the supply circulating is 500 million. So that's not really lining up the right way. But all history shows back to 2021, where this was at a higher price of 35 cents. But you can't really tell what the market cap is because it was self-reported. So who's to say that this does have a ton of potential? It doesn't have a lot of movement. It has a lot of stability at these lower levels here. But after, let me see. So it was in November of 2021 where we started to see things that were really falling. And here it looks like, yes, while it was falling, it did increase and skyrocket to a whole nother level price-wise. So that's definitely interesting. But can't really say if I feel like this is a bullish time to buy. I mean, right now it looks like if you were trying to find the best time to purchase this position, if you saw an opportunity, it would be around these points of 2 cents and seeing the ability to grow back to 31 cents. But there's so many other things that factor into it. And sometimes there's one XDM that is 3 paragraphs long. Just about. I'll read it and respond once, but I appreciate the DM though. I appreciate the DM, especially after making that video. It's tough with Terra Luna Classic because the community is so strong. And I believe in the community, the people that want to see it go further. But there's always, in my opinion, some bad actors that really just want to take control of the entire thing. And when they do that, they try and shut down absolutely everything in order to be put in that same seat, the driver's seat that the ecosystem dev team is in Shiba Inu. And no one wants anybody to be in that driver's seat to drive Terra Luna Classic into the ground. Popularity is still there. I still believe in that popularity, but whether we're going to see everything burn based off of standard burn rates, staking burn rates, all of those things, I don't know if we're necessarily going to see that or going to have that. It's tough. So that's why it's like, do I even need to make this proposal? Can I make this proposal? And honestly, I could make this proposal. I can get it funded by having people that would want to deposit. But like you said, there's people within the team that just don't like me and don't think I know what I'm talking about at all because I make things very, very simple when they should be very simple. But they have to make it complex because if they don't make it complex, it seems like their job is irrelevant and they don't need to be doing what they're doing or trying to do all these extra things. They don't need to do it. It's simple. Decrease the supply of Terra Luna Classic, decrease the supply of USTC, establish a reserve, and re-enable the algorithm. It's that simple if we just do all of those things. We don't have to do everything else in the book in order to figure all that stuff out. But in order for certain people to make profits and control, that's what they look to do. I'm behind on all of these messages. Here we go. Coin tell a lie. Yeah. Who knows if they're telling the truth on Coin Telegraph? Seriously, do your own research. Nice perspective. Well, thank you. I just read as a former FTX CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried's criminal trial settles into its third week. Legal experts don't seem particularly optimistic about the ex-billionaire's chances of extradition or I don't know what that is. Exoneration? Exoneration? God, why do I not know words ever? Exoneration.
Exoneration.
I got it right. I did it. Pat on my back. Bankman is freed or fired. Is that what you're trying to say? Well, Matt, you were an absolute G in my opinion, and I hope to be there with everybody when crypto pops again. What I'm even saying, of course, I'll be there. Yeah. Well, that's good to hear that you will be there. I left a reply on the video itself, and it was copy and paste to Twitter by someone. I took a little hell for that this morning. Wait, what do you mean you took a little hell for it? Like from like viewers or subscribers, or you mean from people that I don't really know. What do you mean by that? Actually, I was behind catching up. That FTX news is actually bullish. I think it mostly happens. Yeah, I mean that's very bullish for 2024. So even more bullish news and momentum for 2024. Yeah, I've been playing the burn video on 2x in the background. Has the views rate gone up? So I haven't gotten any information telling me that I'm even getting any views on there. If you're talking about the one on this channel, so the idea, like the revenue was already at a certain level, and whatever revenue is now generated will be literally cents. Even if you watch it a hell of a lot, because it depends on what the RPM is, and the RPM is low because it's an old video and nobody's actually watching it. So you only get like 10 views or something that you can watch in a video per day. So it's probably not generating as much. If everybody's not doing that, then it just won't work. And that was from, years ago. Check out your comment. Hopefully we get our shit together soon and we have a uniform direction as to where we're heading is important. This was a comment I left on a video about him feeling like giving up on Lunar. To be clear, this is my observation and my opinion as well. I'm aware that many will disagree with various reasons. Sure, we haven't yet proven ourselves to be cohesive community. However, we will get there sooner or later. It takes time, which is not surprising. Um, I agree with you, my friend. I saw the progress of that decision. In Matt's video, just reiterated what I've been saying for a little while now. It's become almost impossible to keep up with what is happening in Lunac, and it almost needs to be a full-time job. If you're not there every single day, various chat groups, I'm reading the proposals as well as all the information put out by multiple teams. Now you're simply lost. Things have become infinitely more complex as the price continues to fall and the payroll seems to increase. A quick glance through Twitter tells you there is no cohesion. And in fact, the rifts have been widened exponentially. Everyone is arguing. No one agrees on a direction. Everybody thinks they have the best answer, and everybody else is an idiot. The merry-go-round seems to be spinning faster than ever. And how many people has it already spun right off? Very true. So what heat are you getting for that? I don't think you're getting any heat. It's just a conversation. Is that what you call heat? The posts seem a little late to be very fuddy, although we're not, although not where we need to be. Things are clearing up, and the community sinkholes are at least not getting any bigger. That poster can go back to the summer and be relevant. Interesting. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not really seeing any like heat for this. What is going on here? Why is it? I mean, they even started bitching about Elmo. Where did they start bitching about Elmo? I didn't see anything else about that. Shib I've played like 40 times in the last week. Yeah, so I saw your post, Trev, and I was it was a good comment. Yeah, it wasn't a bad comment. I would definitely say that I have a quality of not giving up. I know that. um, I think isn't about how can it be successful anymore. It's about keeping things complicated, and in the project for funding. Yeah, finance could easily do the delegating. It's all interesting. I'm not fed up with Lunic or done with Lunic at all. I'm still excited to be a part of the community. It's just very difficult when you know that, you really can't make a decision. Like, you can make a decision, but people won't follow your lead at all because, somebody else says not to. So, anyways, we've been live for about 3 hours. Once we get to the 3 hour mark, I think we're going to stop here and we're going to start to at least upload or record some other things that we have out there. I'm going to take the live stream, take a lot of these things that I talked about here, and go through. Is that an Australian banana? No, it's not an Australian banana. I don't know. I don't know where it's from, actually. I have to check the sticker. It seems a couple of replies have been deleted. Yeah, that happens. But like I said, I'm going to take a bunch of this stuff and post it on my reaction channel. If you guys want to check out my credit card channel, let's actually see if I gained any subscribers. What's up? So I currently have 390 subscribers. If you guys want to subscribe to this channel, feel free to do so. Link is in the chat. We have 37 videos so far, and we're looking to get to monetization soon. It's currently been, 3 weeks? This is the third week that we've been doing this, and we've uploaded videos. We haven't missed a weekday. We've done a couple of weekends, but we haven't missed a weekday here. And just talking about credit cards. I do like credit cards, so it makes sense. But yeah. Let's see if we have any other articles, any XRP news. Give me a second. XRP news. Let's see. So 2 hours ago, Elon Musk's new cryptic tweet triggers hot response from XRP and Shib lovers. Interesting. Let's look at this article and see what this is all about. So Elon Musk again managed to trigger enthusiastic responses from XRP and Shiba Inu communities, while XRP receives massive blow from Roblox giant. Scroll down. Tech billionaire Elon Musk, boss of world-renowned innovative companies like Tesla, SpaceX, and several others, has published a new X post on his personal account that attracted a lively response from the X community. Among them, the Shiba Inu or Shib and XRP armies were quick to show their enthusiasm. Somebody in the comments thread noted that this was another cryptic X post from the wealthiest entrepreneur in the world. XRP and Shib armies respond to Musk's tweet. What Elon Musk tweeted this time was I want to make sure my head is in the right way, my camera is in the right place, was a pre-positioned and 2 letters in XS. As always, XRP fans likened the X to the XRP logo. This time, the reaction of the Shiba Inu army was also rich, as they likened the S to Shib. So you see that here in XRP We Trust, the XRP whale stated that, and then you see in XS. One of the members of Shib team, Yvette Kusama, wrote in XShi. She is a stablecoin that is currently in development by the Shiba Inu team. Stop calling them the Shiba Inu team. They're not that. And it will be used in the whole of Shib ecosystem along with other tokens. Not Shib. Let's go ahead and X that out because they're not going to use that within their ecosystem. Bone, Leash, and Treat, which will all tank. The latter That's not part of the article. The ladder has not been built yet either, along with She. um, Many have asked Musk in the comments what his fresh tweet means, offering their own versions. One commenter suggested that the meaning of in excess is most likely in excess. Um, that did not explain what Musk was referring to, though. So XRP advocate comments on Ripple's XRP mistake. Is this a whole new article? Or is this the same thing? I think this is a whole new article there. But that's interesting to see that Elon Musk will, he puts out his cryptic tweets and people go ham. They go nuts for what he talks about. And it could be Shiba Inu, it could be XRP, but we're all just looking for that thing to start the bull market. And who's to say it couldn't be Elon Musk? I mean, with his support of Dogecoin is really what pushed the overall market up so high and added a bunch of billions of dollars into the market. So anything could happen. People call them the Shiba Inu team is like nails on a chalkboard to me. Yeah, I hate it so much. They are not the Shiba Inu team. They created nothing for it. When do we get a portfolio update? I remember you used to do it once a month. Have you stopped? So I haven't done a portfolio update. I've done a portfolio update. I think it was like 3 months ago, when I first started selling a lot of my short-term investments. The portfolio updates have been kind of tough. Like, it's easy to do, but they don't get as much. They just take up a video slot and they don't get as much views on those portfolio updates. So I've been doing my Kraken portfolio update, which also has not been getting the amount of views as I would hope that it would get. But again, we're in a downtime in the market, so that's the reason why. But I've been trying to kind of push portfolio updates maybe to Matthew Perry 2 channel, which would be my my other channel that I have, where I talk about cryptocurrency, stock market investing. I talk about stock market investing here. I just want to kind of have more space and more time slots to make these videos that I want to make, but I need the platforms in order to do it. So we'll definitely see more portfolio updates, especially in more of a bullish setting. But right now, I'm doing a dividend portfolio that I'm going to be funding. I'm doing the Kraken portfolio that's going to have their updates every single, I think like once a week, every Monday, of a Kraken portfolio update. And yeah, we'll see how that's really functioning, especially throughout the bull market. If you don't know what that is, I'm buying a lot of cryptocurrencies. It was 100, but it can continue, and we will see what they end up turning out to be, as they are lower investments, not buying them for any reason besides the fact that they're on Kraken, they're available, and I'm buying like $5 worth to see what they can build to be. But my crypto portfolio is shrinking, I would say, by the day, or sorry, by the month, not by the day, but by the month. Because I mean, you see the overall market that's decreasing, and then I'm also pulling out some positions, because revenue is not what it's supposed to be. And honestly, if I decided to go back to like work 9 to 5, because we've been in a 2-year bear market, it would honestly suck, because Hayden would have to go back to daycare, which means we would have to pay for daycare, which essentially would just not provide like enough. Like I would love to, and I plan to work. It depends how aggressive this gets. Like if this ends up growing to another level where it's like I really don't need to at all, then I will just work harder here and spend a lot of time here. But we'll see as time goes on. We'll see. Because I have, like I said, I have the credit card channel, which I want to grow to monetization. I have the Matthew Perry 1, Matthew Perry 2. The golf channel really doesn't produce that much. And I also have a reaction channel that every time I have these live streams, I could technically take these clips and throw them over there as well. So we'll see how all of this works. But anyways, guys, it's about that time. It's about 3 hours. We'll wait and see how the beginning of the market opens because it is the stock market. I want to see how AMC really performs right now. It was up 5% over yesterday or 6% over yesterday. Even closed at that level. So I was happy with that. But I want to see how it performs today, early in the morning. What will crypto market cap be in the next bull run? I'm thinking it's going to be in like the peak of the next bull run. We may see like a 10 trillion dollar market cap. We're obviously going to be fighting up to that 5 trillion to compete or push to the 10 trillion. But I think that's going to be the case, right? Crypto adoption is the thought of crypto adoption is at an all-time high. Are you done with your cereal? All right, just give me I got like 5 minutes and we gotta go to the bathroom. And then you can play your tablet. All right. So let's see how the market's gonna go. We got 1 more minute till the market opens. What's going on, Crypto Dream? You don't want to play your tablet. Why? You just want to watch TV, or what do you want to do? Matt, my 1 share of AMC cost me $8. What is it up to right now? Am I rich yet? Yeah, it's up to $976 right now. No, it's currently at $9.74. My cost basis on AMC. Wait, was this after the split? Or did you purchase it before the split? Because if you purchase it before the split, you now have a fraction of a share. Currently, we're seeing this decrease a little bit. All right, so it looks like AMC is slightly down. Let's see if it hits a stride, like it bounces. Because you know how it always it gets overly aggressive in the beginning of the day. So let's see how that happens. Looks like we got a large green candle here, getting back up to, or trying to fight up to being positive, but looks like the bears may be winning. Oh, bulls are winning. At least in the first 5 minutes. Oh yeah, they're really winning here. Let's go. Let's keep it going. There's a lot of things that are red though. If you look over to the left, you're seeing Tesla and FedEx, and AMC is still red. But now we are in the green. We are officially in the green for AMC, and we're seeing it run a little bit. Pushing up to pushing up to $9.92, up 0.6% as of right now. Really trying to push up to that 1% level. I think yesterday's high was like $10.06, I want to say. And currently, I lied. It was $10.26. I stopped live streaming, I think, somewhere around here as it was pushing up and looking like it was going to surpass it. So it ended up, I guess, not surpassing it, but bouncing, pulling back, and then jumping off of the 15 moving average and pushing up to $10.26. All right. So that's pretty much it. We're at the 3-hour mark. I just wanted to see, how the market started. Hopefully we could see a continuation of this. Is it going to break through $10 this morning before we even get off live? And we'll see. Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links that are down below. It does help out the channel. And if you want to be a part of these live streams, make sure you guys just subscribe. I mean, that's how you get there. We did break $10. We're currently up about 2% on the day. So hopefully this continues through the rest of the day, because that's all I want to see is all this green. But I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.